Welcome, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining. This is My Favorite Mortgage Podcast. This is a newer podcast that helps buyers and sellers during the real estate transaction. My name is Jaimie Booth. I'm a licensed loan officer here in Southern Arizona, and we are streaming on all major platforms. So go like, follow, and rate us. And today we've got a very special guest, a friend of mine, Kelly Merritt.
Thanks.
Welcome.
So nice to be here.
And Kelly, you're a local realtor.
I am.
How long have you been a realtor?
7 years.
Nice. Lucky 7.
Yeah.
How you liking this market?
It's an interesting market. It's a little bit tough. It's a little bit tough right now. But I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it.
It's keeping us busy.
You know, this is what I love about real estate is that it doesn't matter. The market changing
Right.
makes everybody change and things change.
Adapt.
And then I learn all new things all the time.
Yeah.
So it's great.
And there's never two transactions alike.
Right.
Well, we just closed on a couple first-time home buyers, and I would say they are one of my favorite transactions to do, the first-time home buyer. Really just taking their hand, teaching them new words, showing them the way that they are getting in the boat of real estate, and they're not going to let that boat pass them by.
No, because they've been so devoted on saving to get that
Yes.
first home after all these years.
Yes.
That they're super excited about it. And I'm also so proud of them.
I'm proud of them too. Like I'm so proud of these guys, and you know they were friends. So we started off with one young lady, and then she did it with using a special transaction. It was called Home Path, and we're going to get into a little bit more about that and just kind of touch on that. But then she referred her coworker, so they were kind of at the same time going through the same stresses, the same inspections, appraisals,
Right.
And that was a lot.
And now
of
they're
fun.
helping each other fix up each other's houses.
See, guys, you know, buddy system,
Teamwork.
buddy system. You know, you want to buy a house, get your friend to do it along with you. Who else can better relate?
Free labor.
Right? So we here have done some fun things in the past, and I want to say thank you so much for coming. We have been planning on getting you since like February, March, and you are lucky number 20 for me.
Ooh.
I have officially filmed and have hosted 20 podcasts. Woo!
Good for you. That's awesome.
So, trial and error, we started off with doing some trivia, you know, kind of keep things fun. That was a bust. I am not very smart at trivia, history too. Then we've done a few other games like Would You Rather and Smash or Pass. But there's something that I wanted to do differently with you, and this is called Realtor Madlibs.
Oh.
So I have...
Do I have to do the nouns and adjectives?
Yeah. No, you want to do it for me? It's up to you. But this is for it's gonna be okay. We'll go back to 3rd grade. A noun is a person, place, or thing.
I do know that one.
An adjective describes smelly, tall, describing. Really, that's it. I mean, I don't even think I use add. A verb is emotion, right? Running, swimming.
Yeah, yep.
Podcasting.
Okay, I think I got it. Okay, thanks for the recap.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
We could try.
I should have been a teacher. Okay. I need a profession.
Real estate. Realtor.
Realtor. Okay. I need an emotional noun. An emotional noun.
Ecstatic.
Aesthetic. I need a plural noun.
Gosh, that's hard. I don't know. Tubs.
I need a place.
Marana.
I need a number.
7.
I need an adjective.
Hiking. Hike?
Hiking? Let me see if I have a verb in here. I can put that.
Oh, what was the adjective again?
Describes.
Oh, hot.
Hot. I need a thing. I need a thing.
Need a thing.
That's so open.
I know. A vibrator. Okay, I'm just kidding.
No, that's okay. You know what? We definitely always mark this is not intended for under 18. You are good. All right, fuck it. Let's go. Plural mammals. Plural mammals.
Oh, raccoons.
Raccoons. An exclamation.
Wow.
Wow. A number.
9.
Another number.
13.
A noun. Oh, I'm sorry. Plural noun.
Oh, okay. Oh. Malls.
An emotion.
Sad.
A number.
20.
We are almost there, I'm telling you. Stick with us, guys. This is going to be great. All right. Last but not least, another exclamation.
Angry.
Okay. Wait, that's an exclamation. No,
Oh.
sorry. An exclamation.
Like
Like you said, wow.
oh. Surprised.
Surprise. Okay. You ready?
Kind of.
Welcome to Madlibs Realtor Edition. Once I passed the realtor test, I was filled with ecstatic and sadness all at once. I can now help raccoons buy a vibrator. Little did I know what I had in store for me. The amount of tubs and malls in order to complete a contract correctly, correctly, felt like I had learned nothing in Marana. Wow! Showing homes in 7-degree heat and hot rain just to have buyers sign a 9-year lease didn't stop me. I still closed 13 transactions in my first year and made over $20. Woo! Surprise! That's a lot of money for me. So if you're looking into a career as a realtor, take it from me. It's worth it.
I love it. I love it. It's so great.
Oh, okay. So why raccoons? We don't have raccoons very often here. Why raccoons?
Well, we may not, but I have one in my backyard. So it started with I was feeding stray cats. And then I know everybody's going to hate me for those people who don't like to feed the wildlife. But it's just me. I feed the birds. I feed everybody.
Aw.
So I started noticing that the cat dish was completely empty.
Oh, yeah. They do like cat food.
But cats don't eat things completely gone. They like have little morsels and chew it and falls over the place. So I put the baby cam out there to see what it was.
Okay.
And sure enough, it's this big fatty raccoon.
And we live in Tucson. Raccoons are not common. It's just too hot.
No, and I live in Continental Ranch.
Okay.
So it's a pretty popular subdivision with a lot of people. So
Right.
it is kind of rare, I think.
Yeah.
So so then I have tortoises. So then I'm freaking out that the raccoon's going to eat my tortoises.
We're going to have to Google if raccoons would eat a
They do.
tortoise.
They do.
They do?
I already have, yes. So, but I'm figuring in my head, if I feed the raccoon, they won't
Right.
eat my tortoise, right?
Okay.
And so
Yeah,
far,
logic.
So far, that's true because I woke up this morning and they were sleeping together in the same den.
The raccoon and the tortoise were sleeping together.
Yes.
That's got to be a joke. Like a raccoon, a tortoise, and a priest walk into a bar. Like, oh my gosh.
So then the tortoise wakes up
Okay.
and pushes him out.
Oh, it's his house.
And then I don't know where the raccoon's going to go, but it was really, really cute. And then my mom let her little dog out, and I said, might not want to do that.
Yeah. What kind of dogs your mom have?
Like this little fat long-haired chihuahua. I drew a picture of it at your painting party.
Mm-hmm. Guys, we like to do fun things too. We like to paint your pets.
Right.
It was fun. We
That
got to
was
do
fun.
that again.
Mm-hmm. That was really fun.
Well, Kelly, again, thank you so much for joining. You and your husband are both realtors together. It's a family team. And we've done some deals together, and you've been doing this for 7 years. I wanted to dive in a little bit about people relocating and leaving the nest to go southwest, right?
That's so cute.
And, I stole that from someone else. I'm not taking credit.
Okay.
Lizette, all you babe. We have a lot of different ways of living here. We've got a lot of critters. We've got things that will kill us. We've got the weirdest weather. Let's chit-chat about what it's like and what are some of the things you can expect when moving to Tucson,
Okay.
besides raccoons.
Besides records. Okay. Well, in my experience, a lot of people moving here want to be more remote, like out in rural.
Yeah.
Not remote. And then I ask them if they have, like, do you have 4-wheel drive? Because the dirt roads in the rural areas are pretty intense.
Yeah.
And so when I take my car and video and then send it to them, they're like, oh,
Didn't realize that.
maybe not.
We do have a lot of dirt roads up to houses, and they're usually not city maintained. They are maintained by the owners of the houses. So during a really bad monsoon season, and yes, we have monsoon season, those roads are treacherous, and a car wouldn't go through them.
No.
It'll just bottom out, and you're stuck.
And there's big holes in the dirt
Right.
roads. And then when it monsoons, it puddles. And I can't show that house because my car won't even make it. So,
All right, and you have tortoises.
yes.
Let's talk about your tortoises.
They're desert. We traded them in from sulcatas. We used to have sulcatas, but they get huge and destructive. They were moving furniture and boulders and digging up all Brian's plants he kept planting. And yeah, they're a lot. So
our tortoises that live here will hibernate.
thank God, because the sulcatas don't. They're all year long. So desert tortoises hibernate 6 months out of the year.
So 6 months out of the year, you don't know, they're in their little hole and they don't come out. And then they come out and then they do nothing but eat and sleep. And they get
poop.
huge.
And poop a lot.
So you have 2 tortoises.
Yes.
All right, so
Thelma and Louise.
Aw, I love that.
I know.
Are they both girls?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
They have to be because 2 males will fight and a male and female will have babies, which I don't want.
Oh.
So the 2 females was our choice.
All right. So very easy pets. You don't have to deal with them 6 months out of the year. You can get that here in southern Arizona.
Yeah. They could be like snowbird animals.
There you go. We do like snowbirds. If anyone listening who doesn't know that term, for us here, we have people from up north where it's cold and snowy, and they come down here because we have 75-degree weather and all winter. And we only shovel sunshine.
That's right.
We don't shovel snow.
So true.
So we are on My Favorite Mortgage podcast. And I touched on this earlier. We let people behind the curtains of the good, the bad, the ugly, but we are always trying to focus on getting someone to the closing table. And we had a loan called, it was through Home Path. And for those that don't know that term, it is actually a Fannie Mae owned home that was a foreclosure.
Yes.
And when you find these rarities, because these are not as common as they used to be, there's extra benefits. Fannie Mae wants to offload this house, so things like a seller concession, we can double what a regular conventional loan can get.
And what I found really interesting too is the agent that represented the listing told me that they don't like investors.
No, they
prefer somebody
Right.
who is going to take the home and love the home.
Yeah, yeah.
And so to me, I just assumed, right, anybody who has the highest offer is going to win.
No,
But
not
they
with
really
Home Path.
No, that was funny.
Yeah, yeah. They were a little stricter with repairs, right?
It's as is.
Yeah. But getting 6% seller concessions for a first-time home buyer on a conventional loan, where on every other first-time home buyer conventional, I'm capped at 3. We use that 6% or as close to 6% as they would give. And the seller was able, or the buyer, I'm sorry, was able to buy down her interest rate.
Which is so great.
and make her mortgage payment more comfortable. So home path, guys, if your realtor is looking on the MLS for you and they found a home, check to see if it's a home path home, because there's a great benefit to buying those.
Honestly, it's a great home. Like her
Yeah.
equity, she already has equity in it.
The appraisal came in higher.
And then we've already, I shouldn't say we, I always say we, my husband laughs at me because he's like, you didn't do anything.
You didn't buy. You're not living.
I'm like,
in
but
the
we're
home.
married. It's kind of we. So, so scrubbing floors, took all the wallpaper off. You know, it took a village, their village, of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's coming along and it's so cute. And she's so happy.
Yeah. So home path, really, really great story. I hadn't seen one in years. I feel like we may be seeing more of those coming up. You know, no one was allowed to foreclose during the COVID memorandum. So now that that's been lifted, we may see home path homes. So make sure you work with a lender that understands the extra benefit, because we're kind of trained and memorize, you know, these rules, but there are special perks for this. So make sure you work with someone who knows how to handle a home path loan.
Jaimie, boo, woo, woo.
Woo. And Kelly found it, man. I was like, where the hell did you find this? Oh my God, we got a home path home on the line?
I know. It was
Hell
kind of
yeah.
exciting. You got excited, so then I got excited.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know. I'm like,
I
I
know.
don't know about this one.
Yeah, I think you were worried. You were like, this is something with the
And then
home
you
path.
were excited. I'm like, oh, okay, I should
I'm
get
like,
excited.
heck yeah. This is awesome. So I hope we find more. You know?
It went really smooth.
Yes. Yeah.
It really did.
And it was a little bit of extra time. Like someone in Fannie Mae, I believe, had to sign, and, you know, a little bit of closing, you know, not like sign and fund same day. I think we had to wait for something. But it was a great experience, and I thank you so much for trusting me with your client.
I thank you so much for getting me excited about it.
All right, for the listeners, tell us something that you want a buyer to know about you and how you and Brian take care of your clients. What is it like to work with you?
Okay. Well, a few clients recently have told us that they really enjoy looking for houses with Brian and I kind of separately.
Oh,
They like to spend a day with Brian, and then they like to spend a day with me, because we have so many different outlooks on the home.
yeah, that's a great
And
plus.
all homes. And so I found that really interesting. So we're going to start applying that, I think.
Nice. Who gets first dibs? You or him?
Usually me.
Okay.
Usually me.
Okay.
And then I'll give them to the jokester, you know.
Oh,
So-
guys, there's something else.
Sorry, my
Not
thing
only
keeps
are they hilarious to work with, but Brian has this cat who, I don't know, is the spawn of Charles Manson or something.
Absolutely.
He brings Brian and you little goodies. Is it daily? Daily?
Mhm. Sometimes multiple times a day.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, Mom, look what I did. Look, I brought you
Exactly.
a present. So, yeah, we get to see his adventures. What's his name? Ollie.
Yeah,
right?
Oliver.
Oliver.
But we call him Ollie.
Ollie. Well, you know what? In Arizona, like we said, it's very different. There are little critters, and having a cat can absolutely help keep those critters to a minimum. Just be careful of the scorpions, because they will sting your cat, and it could be pretty bad. But they keep rodents down.
I mean, cats are pretty
Lizards.
good. They actually kill the scorpions.
They do. Yeah.
I mean, it could still get them.
Yeah.
But very rare. Their paws are so thick in their hair, it's hard to get
The
in there.
stinger in.
Yeah, so.
Have you ever been stung by a scorpion?
Yes. Yes, it was just a few years ago, actually.
And it's memorable, isn't it?
It is awful.
Yeah.
Awful. I was in the shower, and I think it got on the arch of my foot, so I think it stung me a few times.
Oh.
And this is a funny story. So we just got back from the lake, and I was showering, and I got stung. And I was so mad because I told Brian to spray, like a couple days before. You need to spray.
Right.
And then I'm like, I just kept going, it's burning. I'm in the shower. It's burning. And he goes, well, get out of the shower, right?
He's thinking it's the hot water?
Yeah. So then I fling open the
Brian.
curtain and I see the scorpion. And I'm like, yeah, scorpion. And I'm like, it hurts so bad. I'm like, get an onion. Get an onion.
An onion? What the heck is that for?
Well, because onions, if you put them on the bottom of your feet, pull toxins, I hear, right? This is
Oh my
it
gosh.
could be a Pinterest or a weird thing.
You've heard that too?
So
Yellow onion, red onion.
I don't know. It's just an onion. So he cuts this onion, and I put it on my foot with a sock. And then he goes and sprays.
Oh my
Right?
gosh.
And this is at night. He's like, oh, I better spray. She's going to kill me. So then after he sprays, he comes back up and he goes, how are you doing? And I'm like, oh my God, it's awful. Like, it is. I know I'm not going to go to the emergency room because they're not going to do anything.
Yeah.
Right? You have to wait it out.
Yes. Gotta let the venom run its
So
course.
he goes, well, let me see it. And I lift my foot up and he goes, we got to go to the hospital.
Oh God.
I'm like, what do you mean? And he goes, I mean, your foot's kind of swelling me. Go to the hospital now. Like, come on. Like, he was like,
Yeah.
the panic in his face.
Yeah.
And I go, babe, that's the onion that you put in my foot. He's like, oh my God.
Oh, because you have the sock on. Oh my God, I could just imagine that. That's classic.
It actually stung I was numb all the way up to my crotch.
Yeah.
Like my whole leg was numb. And then it would slowly go down every day, like the numbness.
Yeah.
But it's pretty awful.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
I had been stung twice in my life. And it's funny because you've lived here for 30 years. I grew up here. Like, you never saw scorpions. I never did as a kid. And now that I'm an adult, I see scorpions. And I've been stung twice. And it is jolting. It is electricity in your body. It is extremely painful. So, things to avoid in southern Arizona, scorpions. Get a cat, get a pest control guy, get a black light.
Absolutely.
Get a husband to come and kill him and hopefully not take you to ER because he thinks you have this huge boil. Maybe look under the sock.
By the way, the onion never turned black, and I don't think it did anything. So just for all of you listening.
But it smelled lovely.
Like a stew in my bedroom.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. You made my day laughing about that. This is my favorite mortgage podcast. I am Jaimie Booth here with Kelly Merritt, licensed realtor in Southern Arizona. I am a licensed loan officer in Arizona and Texas. We would be happy to help you in your home buying journey, whether it's your first home, your last home, and everything in between. Please like our podcast, rate us, follow us, and if you have any questions, Kelly has a question.
No, I just said rate us 5.
Oh, yeah. Rate us 5s. Or she had a question. But if you do have any questions on even just living here in Arizona, let us debunk some myths. It is wonderful. It's beautiful. And we could be reached at myfavemortgage@gmail.com. Thanks again for stopping by, and we'll see you next time. Bye.